What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 118, and we start today's episode off with some news that we were all expecting to see. The board have decided that it's time to sell Nicolò and Kulu. He handed a transfer request at the end of last episode, and of course I did decide to grant it, put him on the transfer list, and straight away, just one day into the transfer window opening, we get a bid for our centre-back. Manchester City want to take him, but I read the email once again, and it said the board are already going to be selling the guy if a suitable transfer comes in. So I was thinking, is this going to happen what happened last season? I should say straight away, what happened last season in my FIFA 15 career mode is that happened with Alexis Sanchez. The board decided to sell him, and they accepted an offer behind our backs, and they undersold him to Paris Saint-Germain. And I was thinking, is the same thing going to happen again here with Nkulu with Milan? You know, are the board going to sell him to a team and undersell him, and us not get much money for him? So I thought, what I'm going to do as City bid is ask for £20 million and wait and see what they say, because you know I don't mind selling him for around £17.5 million, which was £1 million under his valuation, and that was the initial offer. But I don't want to see him get undersold by the board behind our back. So we'll wait and see what Manchester City say there. He is definitely going to be leaving, we know that, and most likely to Manchester City. Also, Udinese's putting a bid for Martial here, the forgotten man at Milan, really, only just returning from injury and getting back to full fitness. They put in a bid for the guy though, and we said give us £70 million, I don't bother. And also Rescaldini, one of our Argentine free agents, got a bid from Atletico Madrid of £1.1 million. I like the look at the guy though, showing great potential, 18 years old, only played him once before, but he looks okay, so we asked for £3 million, and we shall wait and see what Diego Simeone says. And also City did come back to us regarding Nkulu, said they weren't going to budge, £17.5 million, which was most as they would offer, and I said fair enough then, you can take him for £1 million under his valuation. So Nkulu is almost certainly going to be going to the Etihad Stadium for £17.5 million. It is £1 million less than his valuation, but to be honest, I mean, I don't want to see the board do what the Arsenal board did to me last season and undersell the guy for, you know, a few £1 million less than what we should be getting. So £17.5 million, it's not great. He's been doing okay this season, but you know, we'll take it, and we'll have to look to replace him in this same transfer window. But as you can see, though, we are currently the best defensive team in the Serie A, and the camera was panning to him pre-game for this match against Roma here, the first of two games in today's episode, in a big game in the Serie A. Unsurprisingly so, all the focus will be on Nkulu in what will probably be his final appearance for the club here at the San Siro. How would he do with a spotlight on him? But still, we take on Roma, though, for the first game of today's episode, the first of two big games in today's episode here, taking on Roma. First chance would fall to the away side, 3 minutes in, and Andre Gomez would hit a post as well, so close to opening a scoring there, but the white beam does deny him, and it is still 0-0. In the 40th minute, though, another great chance for Roma, but Muslera makes a great save and keeps it goalless. Really good stop there, and it is still 0-0. So Muslera, of course, had a great game in the last one after a really bad performance in the Cagliari game. He kept a clean sheet for us, ensured we got the win by a 0-0, and he was doing alright in this game as well, as it was still goalless. But from that as well, we broke after he caught the ball. Donnarumma plays a great through ball into Bonaventura. It's a great save by Jan Sommer. We would open the scoring 2.5 minutes before the break, and it's Alex Donnarumma getting his first goal for his new club. So Donnarumma came in at the start of the season, like Ryan Tyler, a former Watford player, Pirlo's regen, of course, and he gets his first goal for the club. Really lovely through ball to Bonaventura here. The shot was well saved by Jan Sommer, but Bonaventura rises highest, gets to the rebound first, and heads it into the open goal, and gets his first goal in a Milan shirt. So really pleased with that. He's been a really underrated player for us this season too. He's been playing very well for us in the defensive midfield position. He's been really good and does get his first goal for the club. But Muslera, I tell you this right now, he really is playing well at the moment. On the stroke of half-time, makes another incredible save. Had a fantastic game in the last game, and what a great stop that was there, as it was still 1-0. And at half-time as well, check out these stats. 76% possession for the away side Roma, but they still hadn't found a way to make that possession pay, and we still led by a 0-0. And 2 minutes after the restart here, we had a great chance to double our lead and make it 2-0. Fekir hasn't scored a goal for quite some time now, and he was denied by his own teammate here, Polly, getting in the way of that shot and turning it behind for a goal kick. So Polly, with the mistake there, getting in the way of Fekir's shot, which was goal bound, and it was still 1-0. But in the 65th minute, though, a great chance to make it 2-0 for us once again. Ryan Tyler finds El Shaarawy here, who cuts in from the left-hand side and goes for goal. Hasn't played too well for us this season, El Shaarawy. Only one goal so far this season, and that wait for another goal is going to continue there as he drags that shot wide, the post and behind for a goal kick. In the 67th minute, though, we win the ball back here through Hashim. Mistori finds Donnarumma, who scored our first goal, into Ryan Tyler through to Locadia. Locadia tries to play it back towards Ryan Talla. Castan does get a touch on the ball, but can only help it on to the on-rushing Ryan Talla, who beats the on-rushing Jan Sommer and finds the back of the net as we get our second goal of the game. So Locadia through to Ryan Talla, the defender with a poor first touch there, and as Jan Sommer comes out to close down the angle, Ryan Talla gets to the ball first, finesses it past him, and gets his 7th goal in the Serie A this season. This guy really is in red hot form right now. It's 11 goals in all competitions as well, and he does make it Milan 2, Roma 0. So 2-0 to Milan, and in the 73rd minute here, a great chance to go ahead and make it 3-0. As you can see, Ryan Talla plays the ball down left-hand side towards Martial, back from injury, plays it inside to Ryan Talla, and he really is in great form right now. Every single time he takes a shot, you expect the ball to find the back of the net. Another goal for Ryan Talla. That's now 8 goals in the Serie A. He is our top scorer this season with 12 in all competitions. Martial, of course, returning from injury, getting the assist for Ryan Talla. Lovely ball into him, and that's a great finish as well. So it is Milan 3, Roma 0, and in a big game at the Serie A, we claim a big win and get back-to-back wins for the first time in a few games. So really pleased with that. We had that 6-game win streak, then of course lost 2 on the bounce, and then that last win in the last game over Genoa was really important, and to win this game by 3-0, a crucial game towards the top of the table, was great to see. And Ryan Talla notching up 2 times in this game, getting a brace, was great to see as well. But following that, as you can see, some more transfer offers coming in here. Fekir is a wanted man as well, despite not scoring quite a few games. Sampdoria want to buy him for £17 million. We just said don't bother, as we want to keep him here. And also a big game for City Guardi as well. We signed him in the summer, and I really like the look of this guy. 76 overall now, only 19 years old. I want to keep the centre-back here and keep him as part of our club. But still following out some more training as well, and as you can see, confirmation as well that Nkulu has been sold to Manchester City for £17.5 million. We knew it was going to happen. It was always going to happen, and unfortunately our Cameroonian centre-half has now left for England. So, I'm pretty sad about it, don't get me wrong, but £17.5 million will give us enough to sign a new centre-back. And if we are going to sign a new one, I wouldn't say no to this guy. Daniele Rugani of Juventus, 25 years old, 81 overall centre-back. His contract is up at the end of the year, and because he's 23 and over, we can offer him a pre-contract. But for me, I was thinking I'd rather go ahead and just sign the guy now. I'd rather sign him in the January transfer window because, yeah, we can get him in the summer for free, but Nkulu's left us. We need someone to come and play centre-back because City Guardi right now is 76 overall. The next best centre-back is Vergara at 75 overall. We want a really world-class centre-back this season if we do want to compete for some silverware in either the Coppa Italia, the league, or of course the Champions League. So for me, I want to get a new centre-back in right now, and he would be a great signing for us if we could get him in, and for a cheap deal as well, on a cut price figure, because of the fact his contract's up at the end of the year, and if we want to, we can sign him on a free. But a big came in for Vergara as well, £3.7 million from Kiev Verona, and I thought this was really funny as well. Straight after that, he comes to us and said, "You think he'd make a great replacement for Nkulu?" And I was thinking, well, I wish you would have told me that a few seconds ago, because I've now accepted a bid for you from another club. We'll have to go and see what happens there. I think Vergara will be leaving though. He's 25 years old. I'm not a big fan of him, and he doesn't really look like he's got much potential. So I think selling him would be the best thing to do, and look to get a much better replacement centre back for him, and try and bolster up our back line. And for the second game of today's episode here, we will take on Juventus away from home at Juventus Stadium, and they're having a really poor season by their standards, in 6th place right now and 10 points behind the leaders, that's us Milan, as they are way off the pace as we're closing out the first half of the season. And in this game, to be honest, not much really happened in the first half. That shot going wide the post there from Juve was the only real chance of the first half. But in the second half, though, they had a great chance to take the lead as Pereira sprints forward here in the 51st minute. Once again, though, Muslera makes a really good save and does keep it goalless. He's playing really well right now, playing for his Milan future, and right now he's keeping his place in the team as well. So he's still goalless in this game. In the 64th minute, though, yet another chance for Juve to take the lead as they go down left-hand side with Pereira here. They swing the ball to the far post where Andre Silva is waiting. Muslera claims it, and as he throws the ball out towards El Shaarawy here, he just leaves the ball. Danilo wins it, plays it through towards Andre Silva, and Juventus take the lead in this game through a guy who we could have signed in the summer transfer window. Runs to the cameraman, says that's what you get for not signing me, and Juve do take the lead here at Juventus Stadium. And you could say it's Muslera's mistake for throwing the ball away, but watch El Shaarawy here. The ball's coming to him, and he just leaves the ball, lets Danilo have it. It comes to Andre Silva, who rifles the ball in. I'll take the blame for it, for let's just say a poor poor decision to throw the ball out so quickly and catch El Shaarawy off guard. But either way, not really sure why the AI El Shaarawy controlled there, just left the ball and let Danilo win it. But either way, it's 1-0 to Juventus. I'll take the blame. Poor throw from me, really. Poor decision, and it is 1-0 to Juve. But thankfully for us, though, directly from kickoff, we get ourselves back on level terms. And this is a really nice goal as well. Donnarumma, who scored in the last game, finds Ryan Tala, who also scored in the last game. And he gets an assist here for Bonaventura, who grabs his first goal of the season. And our number 28 makes it Juve 1, Milan 1. So back on level terms here, directly from kickoff. And that's how to respond after making an error. You know, straight away, work your way up the other end, get yourself a goal, and put yourself back on level terms. It's still 0-0, lads. That's the way you got to look at it. We're back on level terms now. We've cancelled out that stupid error from me. So great back heel by Donnarumma into Ryan Tala. Lovely through ball to Bonaventura. Puts it through the legs of the defender and into the back of the net. And it's Juventus 1, Milan 1 as our number 28 gets his first goal of the season. So Juventus 1, Milan 1, back on level terms. In the 84th minute, another good chance for Juventus. I gave the ball over to Chilio here and Alexandro wins it. He plays it through towards Dybala, but once again, it's a great save by Muslera. Playing really, really well right now. And he does give it Juventus 1, Milan 1. And in stoppage time here, we won ourselves a free kick. And as you could see, Marco Ryan Tala was standing over it. He scored a crucial goal in the Champions League final to win us the game and make it 2-1 in that one from a free kick in stoppage time. He scored a goal that got him his hat-trick in the game against Dundee United, his first ever career hat-trick in stoppage time a few games ago in the Champions League. Now another free kick in stoppage time. Could this be the goal that wins us the game here with the final kick of the game? He's 30 yards out. It's Marco time. He's standing over the ball. Can he pull the rabbit out of the hat? Unfortunately not, because he hits the post and it gets turned away. So final score, Juventus 1, Milan 1. It would have been so incredible had Ryan Tala scored a third free kick in stoppage time for a big moment, but unfortunately it does hit the post and Juventus got the ball away. But either way, final score 1-1. We don't make it 3 wins from 3, but it is now 3 games undefeated. We stop Juventus from getting a win, and that's the most important thing, and they are still 10 points behind us in the league table. But that is going to end today's episode of Career Mode, though, guys, so thank you very much for watching the video. Really hope you have enjoyed it. If you enjoyed today's episode of Career Mode, then please do consider leaving a like. That is, of course, much appreciated, and it really does help my channel out. You don't have to leave a like if you don't want to, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.